On the 10th of June 2020,
Dubai police have once again solved yet another case involving an international online scammer known as Raymond Abbas, but who goes by Hushpuppi.
at exactly 3 a.m. in Dubai, a man was pulled out of his bed. He was not just any man, he was the most followed Nigeria on Instagram then. A man with 2.8 million followers, a man who had eaten at the finest restaurants in the world, a man who had taken private jets the way other people take taxis, a man whose wardrobe contained 50 pairs of Balenciaga, never worn, and 12 Louis Vuitton blazer jackets still with price tags on them. His name was Ramon Olorunwa Abbas. The world knew him as Hushpuppi, and as Dubai police dragged him out of his penthouse at Palazzo Versace Hotel, one of the most expensive addresses in the entire Middle East, and put him in handcuffs in front of cameras that were filming everything live, something shifted. The lifestyle that millions of young Nigerians had watched on their phones every day, the private jet, the Rolls Royce, the Gucci, everything, the celebrity, the penthouses, it was over. That night, the FBI seized 13 luxury cars worth $7 million, over 115 dirhams in cash, about $40 million US, 21 laptops, 47 smartphones, and 800,000 emails containing the details of potential victims from around the world. Today, in 2026, Ramon Abbas is sitting in a federal prison in New Jersey called FCI Fort Dix. His scheduled release date is August 6, 2029. He is cleaning bathrooms. This is what happened, and this is what his life look like right now. To understand how Hushpuppi fell, you must need to understand where he came from, because the story of Ramon Abbas does not begin in Dubai penthouses. It begins in Oworonshoki, one of the Lagos' most densely packed neighborhoods, where he grew up as the son of a Muslim taxi driver and a Christian mother who sold bread. By his own account, he spent his early years searching local Lagos market for cheap designer labels he could resell to neighbors for a small profit. Fashion was obsession from the beginning, not the money itself, the clothes, the image, the look. But Oworonshoki could not give him what he wanted, so he moved. First, to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia in 2014, a city that had become popular among internet fraudsters because of its loose financial regulations and its distance from Nigeria law enforcement. It was there that he built the foundation of what would eventually become a global fraud operation. By 2017, he had enough money to make his next move. He packed up and relocated to Dubai, and from that moment, the world started watching. When the photographer Ayaz Sheikh was hired in 2019 to shoot professional images for the Hushpuppi Instagram feed, he walked into the Palazzo Versace Dubai hotel suite and found something he had never seen before. Clothes everywhere, boxes and boxes of designer goods. Most of them would never open, most of them never worn. By that point, Hushpuppi had 2.8 million Instagram followers. Every day, he posted private jets, Rolls Royce, Lamborghinis, dinners at restaurants where a single meal costs more than a Nigerian monthly salary, Ligotai arrivals at the Atlantics Hotel, front row seats at fashion shows in Paris and Milan. He posted photos with Chelsea footballer Tammy Abraham, who signed a shirt for his big bro, with Manchester City Ben Mendy, with Wizkid, with Davido, with fashion designer VG Abloh, and every single post had the same message. Underneath all this money, I am one of you. I came from nothing. I came from the ghetto, and look what I built. In 2017, he wrote a letter on Instagram that went viral across Nigeria. It called it Letter to Ghetto Kid. He wrote, I am you and you are me. I represent every underprivileged kid of the world, and especially of Nigeria and of Lagos and of Bariga and of Oworonshoki. I rose from the wound and decided to do the things my forefathers never did. Millions of young Nigerians read that letter and believe him. They had no idea where the money was actually coming from. Here is what Ramon Abbas was actually doing while posting those photos. He was one of the key players in global network of business email compromise fraud, one of the most sophisticated and damaging types of cybercrime in the world. Here is how it was. Criminals hack into the email communication between businesses and their clients. They monitor the email silently for weeks or months. Then at the right moment, when a large payment is about to be made, they step in. They send an email from an address that looks almost identical to the real company address. They tell the client that the bank account details have changed, and they provide new account details, their own account. The client send the money and it disappears into a network of accounts across multiple countries before anyone realizes what happened. The FBI described Hushpuppi as a key player in a transnational cybercrime network that provides safe havens for stolen money around the world. The numbers were staggering. He helped defraud a US law firm out of approximately $40 million. He helped illegal transfer $14.7 million from a foreign financial institution, later identified as a major Maltese bank. His network targeted to steal $124 million from an England Premier League football club. He also helped scam a Qatari businessman who was trying to raise money to build a school for children in Qatar. In that scheme, Hushpuppi played the role of Malik, a fake web cargo banker in New York. He stole money meant to build a school for children, and then he posted photos of himself on private jets. In 2017, 3 years before Hushpuppi was arrested, Nigerian musician Timaya, Olamide and Phyno released a song called Teleperson. The song was directed as Hushpuppi directly by name. The release accused him of being a squanderer, of spending stolen money on designer clothes instead of investing it, and warned him clearly and publicly that he would soon be caught by authorities. Ignored it, he kept posting. 3 years later, everything the song credited came true. On the 9th of June 2020, Operation Force Hunt 2 began. 1,000 Dubai police officers were deployed around the city simultaneously. Hushpuppi was arrested at the Palazzo Versace. His associated Olaleke Pole, known as Woodbury, was arrested at the same time. 10 other suspects were taken the same night. Dubai police filmed everything and released the footage publicly. The whole world watched. The team scenes from the penthouse that night told the full story of what he had been doing. 30 luxury cars worth $7 million, all paid with stolen money. A Richard Mille watch worth $230,000, possibly stolen from a Qatari business trying to build a school. 800,000 images containing the details of potential fraud victims. Cash in multiple currency worth tens of millions of dollars. On the 3rd of July 2020, he was extradited to the United States and flown to Los Angeles in FBI custody. On the 29th of July 2021, he stood in US federal court and pleaded guilty. But before sentencing, he did something remarkable. He wrote a personal letter to Judge Otis Wright, the judge who would decide how many years he would spend in prison. In that letter, he explained his childhood. He talked about growing up poor. He talked about the pressure of wanting to be somebody. He expressed regrets. Prosecutors who were not moved, they had the numbers, they had the victims, they had the 800,000 emails. On the 7th of November 2022, Judge Otis Wright sentenced Ramon Olorowa Abbas to 135 months in federal prison, 11 years and 3 months. He was also ordered to pay $1.7 million in restitution to his victims. The man who was once arrived at hotels by helicopter was going to a federal prison in New Jersey. Today in 2026, Ramon Abbas is an inmate at FCI Force in New Jersey. His prison register number is 543113424. His scheduled release date is August 6, 2029. That means he still has approximately 3 more years to serve, and the life he is living right now is the complete opposite of everything he posted on Instagram. FCI Force is one of the largest federal prisons in the United States. It is a low security facility, not maximum security, but it is still a federal prison. The daily routine is routine: wake up at best at downs, roast calls, cafeteria lines, street curfews, every movement tracked and controlled. When he arrived, he went through the same orientation every inmate goes through. His designer clothes were taken, his jewelry was taken, his phone were taken, he was given a prison unit and a registration number. His work assignment inside prison: cleaning bathrooms. Think about that for a moment. The man who posted photo of himself in $15 hotel suit is now waking up every morning in a prison, putting on rubber gloves and cleaning toilets. Inside prison, reputation carriers with being Hushpuppi, the famous Nigerian Instagram fraudster, means other inmates know who he is. But fame in prison does not get you a private jet, it does not get you a Rolls Royce, it gets you attention, and not always the kind you want. In February 2026, social media went viral with claims that Hushpuppi had been released and deported back to Nigeria. People were sharing photos, people were celebrating. It was all false. The official US Bureau of Prison database confirmed as of 2026 that Ramon Abbas remained in custody at FCI first days. He is not out, he is not coming home yet. Why Hushpuppi sits in the New Jersey prison? What's happened to everyone who was in those Instagram photos with him? His associate Mudberry Olalekan Bole was arrested the same night in Dubai and also extradited to the United. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to approximately 11 years in federal prison as well. Abba Kyari, the Nigeria's Deputy Commissioner of Police, who Hushpuppi named as an accomplice in his court test, was arrested in Nigeria. He later died in Kuje prison in Abuja in 2022 while awaiting trial on drug trafficking charges unrelated to the Hushpuppi case. The celebrities who took photos with him, the footballer, the musician, the influencer, quietly distanced themselves and moved on. None of them were charged. All of them deleted the photos. The victims, the businesses, the law firm, the Kotari school builder, Matisse Bank, some of them received partial restitution. Most of them lost money. They were never fully recovered. And in Oworo Shukin, the Lagos neighborhood where he grew up, young men who once looked up to him and dreamed of following his path now watch the story differently, because the story did not end with the private jet, it ended with the handcuff. Here is the most uncomfortable part of the Hushpuppi story. After the arrest in 2022, Nigeria debated endlessly. Some said he was a criminal who deserved everything that happened to him. Some said the system was unfair, that white-collar criminals in Nigeria steal billions and walk free, while a young man from Oworo Shonki goes to prison for 11 years. But conversation had valid points, but the conversation that almost nobody was having was this one. Why Hushpuppi was on Instagram inspiring millions of young Nigerians with photos of private jets, it was actually stealing from real people, real businesses, real individuals, people who had worked honestly. A businessman in Qatar who was trying to build a school for children, a law firm, a bank, real victims with real losses. The glamour hailed the victims, and millions of young Nigerians were so dazzled by the Gucci and the Rolls Royce and the penthouses that they never stopped to ask who lost this money, who suffered, so this man could post these photos. That is the question the Hushpuppi story forces every young Nigerian to answer honestly. Success built on other people's suffering is not success. It is just theft with good lighting. Ramon Abbas will walk out of FCT first days in New Jersey on around August 6, 2029. He will be 46 years old. He will own $1.7 million in restitution to his victim. He will have a federal criminal conviction that will follow him everywhere for the rest of his life. He will not be able to return to Dubai. The UAE does not welcome convicted fraudsters. He will face serious immigration challenges in most countries he tries to enter. The Palazzo Virtual Penthouse is gone. The Rolls Royce are gone. The private jets are gone. The 2.8 8 million Instagram followers have moved to the next person. What remains is a prison number and a release date, August 2029, and somewhere in a federal prison in New Jersey, a man who once told the ghetto kids of Nigeria that he represents them is waking up every morning to clean bathrooms. The Instagram life is over. This is the story of Hushpuppi. It is not really about one man. It is about what happens when the society is so desperate for success stories that it stopped asking how the success was built. It's about what happens when young people are so hungry for a way out of poverty that they are willing to celebrate anyone who appears to have found it without asking who got hurt along the way. Amon Abbas was smart. He was charismatic. He had style and ambition in another life. With different choices, he could have been genuinely successful. Instead, he spent most of his 40s in a federal prison in New Jersey. If you are young and you are watching this is the real lesson of unstructured. Not that crime does not pay, but the crime eventually presents its pay, and when it does, no Gucci jacket in the world will protect you from it. Thank you for watching until the end. If this video gives you something to think about, share it. Someone needs to say like this video, subscribe to Vito TV. God bless you.